Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's George and this video is going to be something a little bit different to try and vary the sort of videos I'm posting on the channel here and keep things fresh both for you and for me and just try new things. I decided to just go on a little walk today around my local patch here in the New Forest, and I thought I'd bring you with me, show you the sights, chat to you a little bit, share some of my thoughts, some updates, some musings as we enter autumn. So in the video description I'm going to put all the timestamps for all the different things I might talk about, so feel free to skip ahead to the bits that you might find interesting. And if you're new here and you like being outdoors, you like seeing wildlife and being in nature, then please consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a like. All right then, so I'm recording this video on Wednesday, the 17th of September at about 4 p.m. on this beautiful, lovely September afternoon. Of course, just kidding, it is drizzly, it is great, it's overcast. But there are still swallows knocking around. You love to see it because technically we are not yet in autumn. The autumnal equinox isn't until Monday, the 22nd of September. So really, it might not feel like it, but we are in the last few days of summer. The last week of summer, summer's last hurrah, ladies and gentlemen. But yes, it doesn't feel like it. This summer has been so hot, so dry. It felt like it was going on for ages, and then as soon as the rain came, it's just felt like autumn has just suddenly arrived. But lots of nice stuff going on at the patch at the moment. Oh, got some visitors. So yes, although it doesn't feel like it, we are technically still in summer, and the heather is still in flower here in the New Forest at the moment. The gorgeous purple flowers of the heather still looking nice. The field mushrooms are popping up, which is great to see. I saw my first wheat ear on the patch recently. That's probably just passing through on its autumn migration. And of course, so many acorns out and about at the moment as the trees have their mast year where they just overproduce seeds and fruit. It's like a survival mechanism where you just overproduce seeds and it's impossible for all the squirrels and mice and voles to eat them all. So some of them are bound to survive and grow into the next generation of trees. But yeah, so many berries on this hawthorn here, acorns all over the paths. But have you seen any exciting wildlife finds on your local patch at the moment? Are you noticing the changing of the seasons? Any nice autumnal bits popping up? Let me know in the comments. And how do you feel about the change in seasons? Are you looking forward to the colder months ahead, or are you a bit sad that summer's over? Because personally, I do love the autumn. Growing up, that was one of my favourite seasons. My birthday's in November, you got bonfire night, and then it's just the lead up to Christmas. So all that felt very exciting as a kid. And I still love autumn now. I still think it's like one of the best times of year to go out bird watching. But I don't like this transition bit, this sort of in-between realm where it's not quite autumn yet, and it's not quite the end of summer. I just find this bit quite sad, really. It's like I'm mourning the end of summer, grieving the end of summer. And it's not so much the heat or even the sunshine, it is just the lack of daylight hours that I struggle with, because so much of what I like to do in my free time is outside, going on walks like this, going on runs, getting out with my camera, going bird watching. And as the nights start to creep in, I just feel so constricted by it and sad that I'm not going to be able to do that stuff that I like to do as much anymore. So it's a difficult time for me. But how do you feel? How do you feel about it all? Because I know autumn will be great when it does come. It's just this little bit that I'm not into. And I know it will be great. In fact, this will be the first proper autumn and winter that I've had in like 18 months, because last year we went away traveling and just completely missed it and came back in May. So I haven't had an autumn or a winter for a long time. So I'm really excited to see the seasons change and yeah, enjoy an autumn at home. I think that'll be really nice. But I will miss the time outside. And there's no getting around that, unfortunately. And what is going to make this autumn a little bit more tricky is that I'm currently looking for jobs. I'm in the job hunt. which sucks because I'm not a very good hunter. I'm much more of a gatherer, and I do not like applying for jobs. I had to apply for 2 on the weekend, and it's such a slog. They take so long. It's just so boring. It's not interesting at all to write about yourself, but you know, it's got to be done. Just got to get the applications out and hope for the best, because it's been a year now since I left my job at the Wildlife Trust, which is crazy. That's gone so quick. And I was working in like communications, websites, blogs, social media, that sort of thing, whereas most of my career before that was involved in like engagement, so leading groups, teaching people about nature and wildlife in person, leading volunteer groups, guided walks, youth clubs. I did some nature wellbeing things as well. So I've sort of shifted from in-person communications to more online and digital storytelling, I guess. So that's something I'd like to continue. So that's the sort of stuff I'm looking for at the moment. And I think what will be great about that, if I can get back into that sort of thing, is it's more likely to be hybrid or remote working, which is great because I'm currently living with my parents at the moment. We don't really know where we want to move to. It's going to depend on work. So having a bit of flexibility by being able to work remotely or just go in some days will be really useful in figuring out where we want to live. So again, looking for jobs this autumn. Not the best. This bit is on my running route. I think it was like an old railway line, so it's nice and flat for quite a way. Nice bit to run on. But anyway, apart from the jobs, there's plenty to look forward to as the seasons change. So some of the nature and wildlife stuff I'm looking forward to at the moment involve, so what am I looking forward to? We've got the redwings and field fair coming over soon, beautiful thrushes. That'll be great to see them come back, and you can listen out for the redwings. This is a real fun thing to do that you can even do in the middle of the city. They make this like contact call as they're migrating that you can hear at night. So you can be outside and you can hear this call, which I'll play a recording of here. That's what you're listening out for, and that's the redwings flying over. So it'd be great to see them come back. And the field fair are beautiful as well. And then I'd love to spend more time out at my wetlands, so enjoying all the wintering ducks and geese that come over. So for me in the New Forest, that'll probably be heading to like Blashford Lakes or heading to the coast, Lymington and Keyhaven Nature Reserve. I'm sure that will really pop off this winter, so it'd be nice to get down there and enjoy those waterfowl. What else? Of course, when we get into winter properly, there'll be murmurations, which is, in my opinion, the best wildlife spectacle you can enjoy in the UK. Seeing the starlings murmurate is incredible. Plenty of nice places all around the country where you can enjoy that, and it really is spectacular. So I'll hopefully get out and see some starlings this winter. Looking forward to the flocks of long-tailed tits. They tend to gather up in greater numbers in the winter to keep warm, so there'll be family groups, an extended family of long-tailed tits, and occasionally they'll be followed by blue tits, great tits, gold crests, even species like woodpeckers, great spotted woodpeckers and things can follow along in the flock. So if you're on a woodland like this or a woodland edge, you can listen out to see if you can hear these big flocks of tits, and then just stop and watch, and you can see some really nice birds that way. So looking forward to that, and just generally the increased activity at my parents' bird feeders. That'll be nice to look forward to. So plenty to look forward to in the autumn and winter. Things I'm not looking forward to will be, as mentioned, the longer nights, the less daylight hours. Not looking forward to that, and not looking forward to having to find my bike lights, and probably, let's be honest, buy new ones because I've got no idea where they are. But that being said, I am trying to be positive. Although I do feel sad about it, I am trying to be positive. So I guess I'm just gonna have to, like the seasons, transition myself into a different series of hobbies. I'm looking forward to reading more books this autumn and winter, maybe getting the paints out for the first time in a year, and hopefully spending more time. Oh, echo! Hello! Fun. Yes, and hopefully these longer nights will mean that I can spend more time editing videos and creating stuff for this YouTube channel, which I'm very excited about, because we are almost at 1,500 subscribers, everybody. Woohoo! Thank you all so much. If you're watching this right now, thank you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Honestly, really appreciate it. All the comments, all the likes, it means a lot to me. So thank you all so much. And would more views be good? Yes, it would. That would be nice, but it's not all about that, you know. Generally, I am really enjoying the process of putting these videos together, and I'm learning a lot of stuff, you know, from deciding what shots to take, thinking about getting wide shots, close-ups, all that sort of stuff, trying to craft out like the story of the video, coming up with ideas, editing, doing the voiceovers. I'm learning a lot and I do enjoy it, so I'm not going to go anywhere. I'm still going to post these videos, even if they only get a couple hundred views. I'm having a nice time, so don't worry. I'm going to be making more videos, and hopefully the winter will allow that time to edit these videos together. But I do want to do something to like mark the 1,500 subscriber milestone. I think it is important to celebrate your wins. When we hit 1,000 subscribers, I did make a little thank you video just from my phone in a very strange room in a Vietnamese hotel. And I think that was in early December. So it's taken quite a long time to get this extra 500 subscribers, but that's the pace that we're at, I guess, at the moment. But yes, I do want to do something to mark the occasion, and I'm thinking maybe a Q&A, a questions and answers. So if you have any questions for me, whatever you want about wildlife, about nature, birds, absolutely anything, as deep or as silly as you want, stick them in the comments and I will do a question and answer video to answer all your questions when we hit that milestone of 1,500, which I think we're only about 18 off, so we're not far away at all. Just a little pause there as a dog walker came by. But I have got a lot of exciting videos in the works that I really can't wait to share with you, and I'm not just saying that. There's some incredible wildlife encounters and moments that I'm got in the works I'm currently editing, like some of my lifetime best wildlife encounters I've got footage of, and I'm so excited to edit these videos together. So here's a little sneak peek what we've got. We've got 2 vlogs from 2 of the great walks that we did in New Zealand, so that's going to be exciting. Some exciting New Zealand birds still to come to complement the video that I just posted about Tuitu Matangi, which was this beautiful island packed full of exciting birds. So yeah, more New Zealand stuff coming up, including a week in Stewart Island where we got amazing wildlife. Honestly, I loved Stewart Island so much. I'm very excited to share that with you all. We had 3 amazing days in Kaikoura, one of my favourite places we visited in New Zealand, where we got a lot of exciting stuff there. Whales, dolphins, seabirds, seals, great stuff. And then what else? Oh, we had 2 weeks walking along the Camino, which I filmed a bunch of as well. So plenty of exciting stuff to come up. Oh, and I did make one video this summer, which I think I might title Finding Britain's Most Bizarre Bird. You can have a little think about what species that might be. But yes, lots of exciting videos still to come. But what I'm struggling with these videos is that I'm finding they are big edits, you know. It takes a long time to sit at the computer, to sift through all the footage, to edit all the photos individually. It takes a lot of work, so I'm finding that I need a good couple of hours sat down at the computer and really getting into it to make any sort of progress. But I want to post more regularly, and apparently the algorithm rewards creators who do that, so that's what I'm going to try and do as well. That's one of the reasons I would like to start doing videos more like this, where I just chat to you about some stuff that's going on, recent wildlife sightings, stuff going on in my life, what I've been up to, etc. Maybe these could be, if I enjoy it and it goes well, I'm not expecting these to get loads of views, to be honest, but if they go well and I enjoy it, maybe I'll do monthly or seasonally wanderings where I share stuff that's going on, just as a way to post more videos on the channel where we can get to know each other a bit more, and yeah, get in the habit of editing videos more regularly, and I guess get better at chatting to the camera and things like this. So that's the plan with this. But I also want to make sure that I'm making videos that you guys are actually going to enjoy and you're going to get value from. So as we get into the spring, I'm going to do videos about learning bird song and bird identification. So if there's any species of bird that you struggle with or you'd like help with, please let me know in the comments what sort of videos I can make to help you out and make you a better birder. And that's sort of really the plan I've got for the YouTube channel going forward. So yes, I'm feeling quite positive about the YouTube channel at the moment. I'm feeling motivated, and another thing I'm feeling hopeful and positive about is another goal I'm working towards at the moment, and it's quite a big one, because in 7 months I'll be running the London Marathon, raising money for the RSPB. I've done a video announcing this a couple of weeks ago, I'm very excited about it, to be honest. It's the first marathon race that I've entered since I had my second surgery on my ACL, which was just before lockdown in 2020, so March 2020, where they went in there, rebuilt my ACL ligament, attempted to repair my busted up meniscus, which is like the cartilage inside your knee, and they gave me an extra little ligament on the outside of the knee as well, which had a very jargony scientific name which I'm not too sure about. But yeah, in the words of the surgeon, when I woke up, he said, "You've had a lot of work done." So that's the state of my knees. Touch wood, they have all been all right recently, and I have been running again. I've seen lots of hikes and running in New Zealand, but when you're training for something like a marathon and you have injuries like this in your past, it's something I'm always going to think about and worry about. And nowadays, if ever I get a slightest little twinge or pain in my knee, I can quite quickly spiral and despair quite quickly, just because I know how long the process is, how long you'll be out of action if anything was to go wrong. So I need to be sensible with the training plan. I've also got bad ankles as well. If you know me in real life, you'll know that I can roll my ankle under the lightest breeze, and no joke, I can actually tweak my ankles stood still, or if I'm just crossing my legs or something. It's crazy, and they're both that bad. So I do need to be careful with my training, because if anything happens to the ankles, or hopefully not the knee, it could really put me out of training or out the whole thing altogether. So here's my plan with the London Marathon, how I'm gonna absolutely smash it for those birds. So here's the plan. We've got about 7 months, which is too long really just to go straight into like a marathon training block or something. So from now until Christmas, my plan is to just get healthy and strong, slowly start building up the mileage, just gently increasing the runs, lots of steady, easy runs, building up the distances, nice and steady. Go to the gym a lot, do my knee-hab, lots of strengthening exercises, do my knees over toes exercises. Shout out Ben Patrick, knees over toes guy. Great exercises if you are struggling with a knee injury, or I think he does elbow and shoulder stuff and ankles as well. Check him out, he's great. Brilliant exercises, and also it was really helpful for me just to see someone who'd had bad knees and was able to get back to it and is dunking and doing all this great stuff again. I found that really hopeful when I was in the pits of it before. So yes, I digress, but the plan up until Christmas, get nice and healthy, increase the mileage, strengthening, go to bed on time, maybe cut the booze, you know, eat better, get to bed on time, do some stretching, all that sort of stuff. Just try and get as fit, as strong, as healthy as possible. Then in Christmas, take some time off, you know, bring the booze back in, eat more, have a lot of fun with my friends and family, have a class time. Honestly, I can't wait, especially after being out of the country last year. I'm so excited to spend Christmas with the family this year. It's going to be brilliant, can't wait. But then as we enter the new year, and I do normally find January actually quite positive. I'm normally quite upbeat in January, and I have a lot of like motivation, fresh start and all that stuff. So as we enter January, that's when I'm going to try and start my proper marathon training block. So get a proper plan and follow it. So if anyone knows of any good marathon training plans, let me know in the comments, or if not, I'll have to have a word with my coach GPT, just get something from there and follow it and try and do as well as possible, and hopefully smash a great personal best in London. The time to beat is 3 hours 40 minutes, and I do think I should be able to give that a really good kick in. So I don't want to publicly say a time I'm aiming for yet. We'll see how it all goes, but I definitely think I can beat that. So looking forward to that. Then that's just the training. Then the other thing I've got to do is raise an absolute ton of money. 2.5 grand for the RSPB I need to raise. So that's a lot of money, and I'm about 3% of the way there at the moment. So shout out to people who have donated already. Probably going to miss someone, I'm so sorry, but Henry, Pete, Haley, thank you guys so much. Honestly, if you're watching this, thank you so much for your donations. It really does mean a lot. However, I'm gonna have to think about some fundraising ideas and how to get the ball rolling there and get some more money in. So if you can spare any money, the link is in the description. No donation too small. It would mean a lot to me, and it's all going to go straight to the RSPB for all their brilliant work protecting land, looking after birds, looking after wildlife and restoring nature here in the UK. It's a really great cause, means a lot to me, so any donations will be really, really appreciated. And that's sort of the marathon plan, really. All right, so I think that might be the end of everything I wanted to talk about today, guys. What do you think? You think the video is a little bit different? Certainly out of my comfort zone. I have found it very strange just rambling on to the camera like this, but we'll give it a go. So to summarize, 1,500 subscribers. Thank you all so much. If you do have any questions you'd like to send into the channel, please stick them in the comments. Money, if you can spare any, to the fundraiser, that would be absolutely amazing. And let me know how you're feeling as we approach autumn. What are you looking forward to? What are you sad about leaving in the summer? And I guess finally, let me know what you think of this video. It is pretty different. I'd love to hear your thoughts. And I'll leave it there. Sending autumnal wishes and wishing you all a very happy autumn to wherever you're watching this from. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.